Here are 3 signs that a woman actually wants you to approach her. I see men get this wrong because they see a woman they find attractive and then approach without first looking for signs that she would actually be interested in having a conversation. So first, have you made eye contact? Repeated eye contact is a good sign that she's checking you out. Second, is she smiling at you? This is a good sign that she is friendly and open to having a conversation. And third, look for preening. This could mean touching her hair, fixing her lip gloss, or even just adjusting.
Even the good girl can turn bad if she's starved of attention from her man. If your man is pouring water into your cup on a daily basis, she can't see other men. She becomes blind to other men. But you know, when your man, you look beautiful, he doesn't say you look nice, or you don't make time for each other, he ignores you, no longer gives you attention. She's so starved in that moment that unfortunately all it takes is one man to give one bit of attention. She'll zoom in on the attention, forget all the other red flags in this man, and he'll become attractive to her.
Body language signs that show you she's attracted towards you. Women can be quite passive when she's trying to signal you that she's attracted to you and that she wants you to make a move. If you miss these passive signs, or even worse, you don't respond to her signs of attraction, she might think that you're not interested in her, or she may think that you're just not confident enough to make a move.
So do you gents want a real explanation of all the choosing signals that you'll see when she wants your attention? Well, you came to the right place. This is Gentlemen and Scholars, where we discuss dating style and personal development. So if you're into becoming a better version of yourself, definitely make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. Just go ahead and do it. That is extremely important. But you know, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into today's video. So for today's topic, what we're going over is the top choosing signals that she wants your attention. So first and foremost, what are choosing signals? For a lot of you gents that's been around the channel, you already are very familiar with choosing signals. But for the folks that are just now joining us, welcome to the channel. So I'll go ahead and give a brief description. Choosing signals, these are indicators of interest that women send out to men to let them know that they are in fact interested. And really the idea here is to see and read these choosing signals in clusters. So what I mean is, you don't want to see just one sign and jump the gun and say, hey, I know that she's interested in me, or use your interest as a gauge to say whether she's interested in you or not. You want to see several signs in succession, and this can give you confidence that she is in fact interested in you. So you want to look for those indicators of interest, because it's going to give you the best opportunity to be able to predict her level of interest towards you. And if you see several in succession, let's say 3, this can give you great confidence that when you do go over and make that approach, that things are going to go your way. And really, if you're someone that's just starting out, someone that's been maybe out of practice, or someone that's really just concerned with rejection, you don't want to get rejected, you're super concerned with that, definitely want to make sure that you're keen on reading the signs. This is what separates the guys, those pretty boys, or the guys that just do really well with women, versus the guys that really aren't that great. It's really just reading the signs and being able to decipher her level of interest towards you. And this can make a guy look like he's just super smooth with women, when in reality, he just saw the signs, made a move, and things just went his way. And it's not something that you're going to be already accustomed to. It's something that you kind of have to get out in the field and practice. And over time, you'll develop that that eye, or develop that sixth sense, I should say, to be able to spot those things, spot those choosing signals in the signs, and recognize the different patterns, and recognize if I do go and say something to her, I got this in the bag, things are gonna go my way. And it's gonna make you appear that much more confident as well. It's gonna kind of give you a certain swagger about yourself when you know that when you take a certain action, when you do go over and make that approach, you got it in the bag. So, it's just gonna be that much more attractive to women when you present yourself in that way. Anyway, with that out the way, let's get into the top choosing signals that she wants your attention. Number 1, that is going to be eye contact. I wanted to put this as the first one on the list because, you know, it's one of the first things that you're gonna see. You know, when you look over in her direction, she'll often look at your direction, and then you guys might lock eyes. You know, so if she's giving you that strong eye contact, she's locking eyes with you, she's not looking away, this is a great indicator that there could in fact be some interest there. I'll look for some of the other signs. But you know, when you see this, when she locks eyes with you, what you want to do is shoot her a smile. See what she does. You know, does she shift her body towards you? Does she start blushing? Does she smile back? Does she quickly look away? If she does look away, does she look back over in your direction a little bit later on? Definitely something to pay attention to. Sometimes women are shy. You know, they're not as confident as others, where they're confident enough to hold that gaze, but you know, they'll start sneaking peeks later on to kind of see what you're doing or kind of get a second look at you. If she's sneaking peeks later on, this is something to pay attention to as well. And this could be a sign that she is in fact interested in you. So number 2 on the list for the top choosing signals that she wants your attention, that is going to be that she smiles at you. You know, again, gents, you know, when a woman's interested in you and, you know, they lock eyes with you, for instance, and you shoot them a smile and they smile back in your direction, it's a really great sign. Smile is oftentimes an invitation to, you know, start up a conversation. And this can go for guys as well. If you're just walking, you know, in the street and then somebody looks at you, nods their head, maybe smiles at you, and you smile back, you could start a quick, you know, 10-second chat with them. Hey, how you doing? You know, how's things going? So on and so forth. It's usually an invitation, and it indicates that they're open to having a conversation. They're open to, you know, being approached. So definitely something for you to consider. And in the case of dating, in the case of courtship, in the case of approaching, if you see a woman, she smiles, you know, when you look over in her direction and, you know, you smile back at her, I wouldn't hesitate to go over and make an approach because, you know, you saw the signs, right? You saw the strong eye contact, you saw the smile. Maybe she's pointing her body in your direction. Maybe she's blushing. You know, you want to look for those signs. You want to be keen on those signs. And when you see them, particularly a nice cluster, then you can go over and make that approach. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, subscribe to join the Gentlemen and Scholars family. And consider checking out the Gentlemen and Scholars Club website for free resources, Gentlemen and Scholars merch, book recommendations, consultation services, and our free Gentlemen and Scholars Ultimate Handbook, where you'll learn personal development tips on how to build a successful life and become the gentleman of your dreams, style tips to develop an eye-catching, attractive, and unique personal avatar, and dating tips to attract, court, and keep the woman of your dreams. Visit the Gentlemen and Scholars Club website for more. Now back to the video. Number 3 on the list, that's going to be proximity. So she moves nearby you. So she's making herself presentable. She's making it easy for you to do something if that's what you want to do. So in the case of, you know, eye contact, right? So we said she looks at you, she shoots you a smile, and maybe you look over in her direction, but you know, in that particular case, you don't want to do anything. Let's say you're in the gym, maybe you're really focused on your workout. She might actually come around you to make it easy for you to do something about that. So, you know, maybe she'll pick up the weights right in front of you. Maybe she'll hop on, you know, the bench that's right next to you. Maybe she'll hop on the machine right beside you. I've had all of these happen before, and oftentimes it starts with that first glance. And, you know, then after that first glance, after you guys lock eyes, she's right in your line of sight, making it easy for you to do something. So definitely something for you to pay attention. Number 4 on the list, that is going to be hair twirling. And, you know, the reason why I mention this is because, you know, when women flip their hair, a lot of times this is them fixing themselves up to look good for you, particularly if you look at them and maybe look away for a second, you'll see them fixing their hair to make sure when you do take another look at them that they're looking really good. Or another thing that is worth noting here as well is when they fix their hair, oftentimes they're flipping their hair and revealing their neck. Well, this is an area that releases pheromones, and pheromones are very attractive to men. So they'll do this when they see someone that they are really interested in, just as a natural sort of instinct. And you know, again, this is something that's very attractive to men. So if she's doing this, this is definitely a choosing signal. I would look for some other signs. And then, if you feel comfortable, go ahead and make that approach. And last but not least, for number 5 on the list for the top choosing signals that she wants your attention, that is going to be that she initiates conversation with you. And oftentimes this can be, around an innocuous subject. This can be, about something mundane. This can be something as simple as, hey, I just need to get past you. Something like that, where it's like, I'm not sure if she's interested, or I don't know. It really seemed like she was just trying to get past me. If you saw other signs, and this is where it takes, being keen on the signs and actually getting out there and recognizing the patterns. If you notice those other signs and then you see something like this, and she's just starting up a conversation with you for whatever reason, I would take this as another choosing signal, and I would not hesitate to do something about it if I was actually interested in that particular woman. So, don't second guess yourself. Don't think because it's about a random subject that she's not interested in you. That is where a lot of guys get confused. And another thing about these signs is, when you see these signs, do not hesitate. Go ahead, go forth and make that approach. Because if you're somebody that sits there, thinks about it, gets in your head, and you take too long, this can cause a woman to lose attraction completely. And when you do go and make that approach, things fall flat. And then you're coming back to the channel and saying, hey, Prince, you led me astray. You didn't tell me the right tips. You don't know what you're talking about, all that stuff. So I don't want to hear it. I want you guys to listen to what I'm saying here, look at the signs, read them in clusters. And once you do see those signs and you know that you saw those signs, don't hesitate and make that approach. And over time, you'll develop that eye, you'll develop that sixth sense, and you'll be able to recognize things and know very quickly what they mean. So anyway, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. If you do have any questions for me, definitely feel free to give a shout. Definitely make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. Just go ahead and do it and hit that notification bell, extremely important, so that you get notified anytime that we post. But definitely let me know down below what you guys think about this one. Have you noticed any of these signs yourself? Will you be integrating choosing signals into your daily life when you go out? Definitely let us know in the comment section down below. Before I forget, make sure you check out the Gentleman and Scholar's Ultimate Handbook. It goes over crucial dating, style, and personal development tips to 10x your progress when it comes to self-improvement. So if you're somebody that takes the self-improvement stuff seriously and you want to tighten your game, you want to know what to say when it comes to talking to women, when it comes to approaching women, you want to know how to handle the courtship process. You want to know, different style tips, how to, develop that unique and perfected avatar. If this is something that you want to take very seriously and you want to get the highest caliber women, I would highly encourage you to check out that handbook. It's completely for free. You can get it on the Gentleman and Scholars Club website. That's gentlemanandscholarsclub.com. All you have to do is enter your name and email, and it downloads right then and there. But until next time, Gentlemen and Scholars. Hey gents, hope you enjoyed the video. And check out the Gentleman and Scholars Club website for our free Gentleman and Scholars Ultimate Handbook, free resources, book recommendations, consultation services, and some pretty slick Gentleman and Scholars merch. GNS hoodies, t-shirts, mugs, notebooks, and so much more. Until next time, Gentlemen and Scholars. Hey gents, if you enjoyed this video, check out some bespoke video recommendations here and here. And subscribe to join the Gentlemen and Scholars Club.